Progression on me, progression on three.
No plugins. Isaac the Giant in this mug.
Yes, sir.
How you feeling, bro? You said
Feeling good, dude.
feeling good?
Yes, sir.
You
It's a beautiful
good,
day.
brother.
Yeah,
Look
thank
good.
you.
Got
Appreciate
the
you
gold
too, man.
shining. Look like you got the fresh kicks on. Fresh
Yeah.
Foot
Hey,
Locker.
for the low though, I don't be spending so much on my kicks either. I'm like, I just, you go to Ross, get them one hitters.
I ain't mad at you, bro. Well, shoot, bro. Let's start off with the name, bro. Isaac the Giant.
Yeah.
What inspired the name?
So really, I went through a lot of different names,
Yeah.
and it was tough to really like stamp one and be like, this is what I'm gonna name myself. First, I was gonna go with my name originally, Isaac Busquets, because I feel like most artists kind of have that artist name and then they go to their birth name.
Yeah.
But for me, I think Isaac the Giant stood out because one of my favorite scriptures in the Bible is really when David overcomes Goliath. And a lot of people, Goliath was considered the giant. I mean, that dude was big, and David was a small person, so I'm 5'5", I'm a little small, I get joked on and stuff. But I'm confident with who I am,
Straight up.
And just like David was with what he had, he was able to, go and overcome, conquer the Goliath. So for me, I was like, hey, bro, like Isaac the Giant, that's who I am. No matter what trials, tribulations I go through, I'm always going to overcome and come out on top.
I like the positive
Yeah,
vibes, bro.
yes, sir.
This is what we need right
Yeah,
now.
man.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what it's about.
All right, so are you tapped in? Well, let's stick to that. You just did some Bible talk.
Yeah.
What kind of artist are you, bro?
So I would say I'm a Christian artist. Yeah. So I'm still on my journey, you know what I'm saying, to really seek God. That's a daily thing. It's not something I'm going to be like, I got all the answers for today. Like, I don't know it all, bro. I'm not God. But at the end of the day, it's like, this is my journey. And it's to discover who I am. You know what I'm saying? Who created me and my creator. And a lot of just the word stands out to me. Scripture really just pops to me. And it really gives me wisdom and revelation to like, man, I want to live my life like this. You know what I'm saying? Because it's different than how I see a lot of, I guess, how other people live their lives and stuff. And attitudes when it comes to character and all that. So, yes, sir.
Well, we're gonna come back and touch on that. We're gonna come back and touch on that very shortly. So are you at all checking out the local music right now?
Yeah, I see kind of who's popping in Tulsa and whatnot, of course.
What do you think?
Cause really I just moved back a year ago. So I'm kind of like, oh snap, Tulsa has really, I feel like got more of a name for itself now since I've been gone, because it's been 5 years, so coming back I'm like, man, who's out here doing their thing and whatnot. But what was your question exactly? Like, who am I looking?
Are you following it at all? Or
Yeah. Mostly, Christian hip hop artists, people who, say they represent that.
Yeah.
I like to, also be in the loop of that. You know what I mean? Because ultimately, as an artist, I want to hold other artists accountable to what they also rapping about and stuff like that. Because if we're on the same page, we're on the same page. But if we not, then just different walk.
I got an interesting question.
What is it? What is it?
Questions, and I want to get your opinion on it because it's not very often that I get to interview, the non-secular musicians.
Yeah.
I know that like recently Lecrae does like this crossover thing where he like gets secular artists to feature on his verses.
Yeah,
on
for
songs.
sure.
What kind of message do you think that sends?
I mean, for me, it's being in the world but not of it. So it's kind of a complicated topic because it's like ultimately I'm not for certain with what I think and believe, but I don't know. It's kind of like the other day, you know what I'm saying, where it's like if you hear a song in the club that really was a Christian song and people over here dancing and twerking to it, I'm like, I don't even see that as a Christian song no more. You know what I mean? Like it's hype and stuff, so it really doesn't give that message. I feel like it should be about turning your life around. It should be about doing good and not bad. It should be doing right and not wrong. You know what I mean? So that's just how I feel about it. It's hard to say, but for me it's just like I get reaching out to people like that, you know what I'm saying, who do music secular and whatnot, but I don't know, the whole collab thing's kind of weird, to be honest, with me, but I don't know. It's tough. It's tough.
It's really possible to...
I mean, it's like, I don't know if it's doing more help than or hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because now we're kind of getting confused, because if I hear, you know what I'm saying, if I'm a Christian artist and I do a collab with Drake, people are going to go now and listen to Drake. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and then they get that Drake, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. They're going to enjoy that, you know? So it's like, it's kind of confused. So Lecrae, whatever, introducing you to this artist now. Yeah. But now you're going to go listen to that artist. Yeah. So now all you're going to hear is his secular music, because ultimately he don't stand for being a Christian, but he was in your song, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, he don't even believe in what you believe in, but you know what I'm saying? It's hard, because I'm like, ultimately, hey, you eating at the same table, you know, and it's like, dang, what do you say to that? I don't know. It's like Jesus was there sitting with sinners, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't sinning, so I look at it like that too, bro. It's deep, bro. I ain't got the real answer to that, but it's like, it's close, you know what I'm saying?
It's all really rooted in character, but it's difficult when it's like on a mainstream platform where you don't really get to meet somebody's character. Yeah,
and I don't know everyone's heart, you know what I'm saying, their intentions. I would love to talk to Lecrae and be like, hey, what made you want to do that? Yeah. You know, and I know he's all about like reaching the lost and stuff like that, and kind of welcoming people, you know what I'm saying, but I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's kind of confusing, because you're confused about the answer too. You're like, I want the right answer today.
The right answer to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, real talk.
Because there's a wrong for every right. Almost.
Yeah.
You can find something wrong with every right in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, really.
Depending on who you are, but before I leave that subject, one last thing I want to ask pertaining to that is, do you think you could do like some crossover type music?
No.
You don't think so?
No, not right now.
Why not though?
Because I stick to what like I believe in necessarily, and to me I don't really like mixing with another artist, basically, right? Yeah. I couldn't, because I feel like I would bring confusion to people. Yeah. It's like, why don't I just stick to what I believe and stand and have a foundation and go off that and just keep telling that story. You know, because the moment you start mixing with another artist, now I'm like, hold on, I thought you was just talking about this and that, and now you're like doing something else with another artist. Yeah. And it just kind of it confuses me. Like, I'm still confused looking at it. I'm like, bro, like, you get talking about it, I'm confused. Like, but it's like, for me, no, I can't. I'm just beginning, and I want to establish like a solid, hey, this is who I am. Yeah. You know, and from there, you know what I'm saying, we'll see. But I don't know. It's even hard sometimes thinking I'm gonna collab with Christian artists, because a lot of them have just, you know, the label of I'm gonna do positive music, and I'm gonna incorporate, you know, God or the word in there, but it's like the lifestyle's missing, I think, you know, too. So there's a lot of correction, you know, we need to have as believers and people who are for the same thing, you know, because there's a lot of like separation too in it, and that just comes with religion and stuff, you know, also. So it can be a very like deceiving thing too at the same time, bro.
It's tough, especially when you got your own demons that you battle.
Yeah, exactly.
While you're trying to pursue this.
Yeah.
So I get it, you know.
It's
but
a journey.
At the same time, you're right, bro. It can be real confusing to the people trying to find, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But enough of that. We'll figure out some more fun stuff to talk about.
Yeah, let's go to the fun.
Opinions, but I respect your opinion on that for sure. What's the goal for this year? 2020, what you got in mind?
This year, man, so a lot of like new stuff popped up. You know, I'm like doing some work on the side, you know, trying to get a living space together for myself. That was kind of random this year. Other than that, got a job and all that, so that's already taken care of. So that was something that I was trying to get into as a career thing for me. So that started early this year, so thank God. Other than that, some goal I have, I think, is to just be consistent, and just to keep like pushing forward with what I'm doing with music and stuff. Because I feel like I can't get like carried away sometimes, distracted and complacent. But it's just to keep my head focused, like and straight. You know what I mean? Sure. Don't get so caught up with what everyone else is doing. Yeah, so like music videos, I'm trying to get like my project jump into, you know.
And what project is that?
That's Believe It or Not, and that's an EP I dropped. I think like six to 8 songs on it, and that was something that's real close to my heart, man. Like real personal.
What inspired the name Believe It or Not? What are you talking about?
So it's really like with what I've gone through, like my journey. I'm 26, so you know I've had 26 years of life. You know what I'm saying, to experience some stuff, and so for me, I'm like, I guess, believe it or not, is like, hey, you can listen to it and you might not like it.
Straight
You know what I'm saying? You might not believe it, but it's like, listen to it. You know what I mean? Like, it don't matter. I'm not here to try to convince you.
Yeah.
Just, you know what I'm saying? Just listen to it. You know, basically.
So what inspires, like, what are some things that inspire you to make music?
Inspires me is, I guess, seeing so many people hurt. You know, seeing so many people broken. I feel like even me myself, and when I say this, I preach to myself because it's like my music helps me too. And a lot of it is real deep, you know. And so for me, it's like I've been, you know, kind of the places where it's the projects, and then I've been places where it's like, oh man, these are nice neighborhoods too, you know. I actually did a year internship at the St. Louis Dream Center in St. Louis. So so it was like I was staying on campus and outside of the gated area, so like, you know, you experience some different things, but I just met so many, you know, kids, youth, grown-ups, you know, and just situations people go through. I'm like, man, I just want to give hope, you know what I'm saying, to people. Like, it don't matter where you're from or what background you come from. It's like, bro, there's choices that can be made to get a better, you know, outcome from your situation. And it's not about adapting, you know what I'm saying, to where you're at necessarily. But it's having role models, man. It's having someone to look up to that you're like, bro, I want to be like that one day or something, you know, that gets you to the next step, you know?
Okay, bro, we talking about it, bro.
Yeah.
We talking about it. This is no plug-in, bro. So
yeah.
I'm gonna free fire,
yeah, bro. Fire.
Right, I'm gonna fire, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did it. You were at the St. Louis Dream Center for a year, you said, right?
Yeah.
So the Dream Center there is anything like the Dream Center here is probably in like a
rough neighborhood. Yeah. Off of it was off of Margaretta and Newstead over there. So anybody watching this, they know what's up.
They know it's real.
They know it's real. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
My question now, bro. Political stuff, bro. All right.
Political. All right. Trump or Hillary? No,
we gonna get into it, alright?
Nah, okay, go ahead.
Are you for or against the Black Lives Matter movement?
Oh, I'm for it, for sure, yeah.
Is there anything wrong with the Black Lives Matter movement?
No, I feel like it's literally, like I said, it's a hurting people, you know what I'm saying, a group of people, you know, ultimately we are different skin colors, you know, and I recognize that. And there are people that do take advantage, a lot of people that do look at other people a certain type of way, you know what I'm saying, and that's just with the part of the world that's evil, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, we were born into this, you know, and I feel like it just comes from generational, you know, hurt and generational cries for help, you know. And for me, it's like, I get the Black Lives Matter statement, you know what I mean, because the movement, you know, the protesting, but also it's bigger, man. Like, to me, it's a lot that we're not seeing that's going on behind Black Lives movement, and it's not all black people that are making it what it is, because I know, like, I see protests, but I also see like people busting windows and stuff, but I don't believe that it's black people doing that. Like, there's something that's bigger that we're not seeing, bro. Like, that we need to, you know, begin to like seek out and do some research, because it's like, man, like, even though as much as we want to, you know, Black Lives Matter, it's like there's something that they want to do, like they want us to do that in a sense, you know what I'm saying. It's kind of scary, but nah, man, I respect anyone who stands for that, you know what I mean.
What about all lives matter? Is anything wrong with that?
No, all lives do matter. You know what I mean?
I know what you're saying, but I'm saying the All Lives Matter movement. You know what I'm saying?
All lives matter. So, I mean, you mean like, what if someone was standing out there with the Black Lives Matter and then another dude was like, All Lives Matter?
Okay, so look,
instead of having the Black Lives Matter sign?
Yeah, like the same way I said Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Is it something wrong with that movement? Is it something wrong with the All Lives Matter movement?
No, I just feel like, you know, All Lives Matter is true. At the end of the day, like, that's what we're trying to get to. Black Lives Matter is literally what we're trying to say. That all lives matter. That everyone should be treated equally, fair. You know what I'm saying? There shouldn't be no separation. There shouldn't be no beef between this and that. So I understand it, but ultimately we have a Black Lives Matter issue. Because until that's resolved, we'll never have an All Lives Matter success. You know what I'm saying? Story. So that's how I feel about it.
Right,
dang, you gonna hit me with that question?
I
knew it was gonna,
I know, bro.
No plugins, no plugins.
I love the answer, bro. I don't think you gonna have no rights.
That's
By
funny.
the way that you answered your question.
Ah,
I can't
that's
say the
funny.
same about the way some other people answer.
Man.
But yeah, I like
It's
the
alright.
way that, you know, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah.
But one last question pertaining to political matters, and then we're gonna leave the political stuff alone.
All right.
Just recently, it was announced that Donald Trump will be coming right here across the street from where we are right now.
Yeah, he did that on
For a Trump
purpose, bro.
rally.
He did that on purpose.
What do you?
I just think it's funny. Is it Friday or Saturday?
Today's
No, I mean like when he comes.
19th, well, the 20th now, but I'm not sure what day it's on.
Yeah, I think it's at the BOK too. You know what I
Yeah,
heard? They
right.
sold 300,000 tickets, bro. That stadium don't even hold 300,000. They finna have everyone like outside. Just it might get crazy. But anyways, the question. My bad. I got sidetracked.
Yeah, bro, talk to me, bro.
Question.
No,
So,
please.
I'm not real political in a sense. Maybe I should be. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down to like understanding and really trying to give people like, hey man, like don't worry or whatever. But I just have peace of mind at the end of the day. Dang, bro, it's just kind of a wishy-washy situation. You know what I mean? I don't know his intentions. You know, ultimately Trump's. I don't know what to say, to be honest, bro. To that
Let's
question,
leave that alone
let's
now,
just say
bro.
that.
That's all you gotta say, bro. We don't gotta force you to answer that one.
Yeah.
That one is.
There's just gonna be a lot of people here Saturday.
Right?
Just put it
It's
that
tough,
way.
bro. It's scary almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay. If this is somebody's first time hearing about you, what song would you tell them to go check out to get, a good first take on who Isaac Dejourney?
Okay, cool. Made that easy. So you actually shot my video for Fighting My Battles. You know, we was singing along,
Yeah.
skipping and stuff. Not just playing.
Yeah.
But I think that one's real intimate and close, like dear to me, cause it really just talks about my struggles and really overcoming and coming, out on top, but not losing hope, cause ultimately it's like through the process. Cause a lot of times I feel like I'm getting distracted. You can get distracted or fall into temptations and other things. But it's like, bro, like, I'm just confident, bro, that God got me, and for me, it's like, I want people to hear that, like, I'm not this perfect person, I struggle too, and there's certain things that I've gone through that I'm like, I want to share that with you, and in that song I do, but it's always like, for me, my songs might start off like with a little testimony or what I've been through, but then it's like, and it might, sometimes my songs kind of be a little sad too, but then it'd be like, even though I have like a hype vibe, but it's like it comes back around to being like, hey, bro, just stay confident in God. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would say. Listen to that song, Fighting My Battles, for sure, off my EP. Believe it or not.
All right. Let me see. Hold on. You got some more, bro. You got some more.
Off the top.
How long you been dibbling and dabbling in music?
So when I was 17, I actually left a concert. And I believe it was the Winter Jam. So I saw Lecrae and all them.
Oh, sweet.
And I feel like after that concert, so I would go with my boys and hang out, even after and whatnot. Stay up mad late. And we used to freestyle and stuff. And that day I had my guitar on me. Like, it was in the car and everything. But so we was going, driving around and freestyling together and everything. And that night, I just remember, because this wasn't the first of the nights that we freestyle and get together. But I remember my homeboy Nowdy was sitting in the front seat, and my buddy Benjamin, who, he's got the spotlight, he always, rapping, he's just a talker, so that's what he does. And that moment, Nowdy would point me out, like, hey, bro, no, let Isaac rap, let Isaac go. And I'm like, me? Like, bro, you ain't never said something,
Yeah.
So for me, it was like, maybe I got something to say, to share with the world,
Yeah.
And that night, I went home, and we was just the same thing, bro, like playing the guitar, just like worshiping, all that. And, dang, so that night, the next day, I grabbed my guitar and I start, playing. I only know like 2 chords, bro. Like, I'm not no professional guitarist. Still to this day, like them same chords I write a lot of my songs to, for real. Not rap, it's more like contemporary worship, but I just haven't got into that because I feel like it's more detailed, when it comes to recording process and stuff. But definitely it was that spark, that person that it took, to be like, hey, bro, like, you should, really tap into yourself when it comes to that. Sure. And I never told him or nothing, I was just like, I'm I began writing my first song, bro, and that's what I did. And I'ma sing it, bro. Hold up. What was it? Oh yeah, it was out of this world, I've been changed, I've been transformed. Out of this world, you took me in and you called me your own. You took me as I was, ashamed and broken. Filled my cup, now I see again, see again. So that was my first. Bro. Yeah, thank you.
So, okay, that right there sounds like, some worship music, right?
Yeah.
How long have you been on I'm not even going to say on the Christian wave because I don't want to offend nobody by saying that, but hopefully you understand what I mean.
It's gospel, you know what I mean?
How long have you been gospel artist? Because some people start off one thing and then transform to that. Have you always been gospel? Or?
Yeah, bro, like that's real true to who I am. You know what I mean? And even though I was raised in church and stuff like that, I really wasn't, I wasn't really this full dedicated Christian either. You know what I mean? So it was really like when I was 17 and stuff that I really made that like decision. And it came from seeing my mom, with everything that she dealt with, always like in her room praying, always, making that with everything going on, it's like, then you could be worse, you know what I mean, off, but there's something that's giving you peace. There's something that's giving you joy. Something's putting a smile on your face. And, it wasn't a man in her life. We were dealing with my dad and the broken relationship there, with the divorce and stuff. And I'm like, man, there's just so much crap going on. Even as a kid seeing this, I'm like, wow, I'm not blind, I'm not deaf. I like, you see this and this takes an effect, a toll on you. But, man, like, I forgot the question, but it was like, that's something that's like, yo, I'm gonna stand for this because it really took me out of bad thinking, of bad relationships, like of bad, just like of being broken, man. Like really being like, man, I wanna know my father. You know what I'm saying? Like the same way, because I don't have like a relationship with my father. But it's like, man, that's how I like, and I don't use God for like that. Oh, that's my father now. You know what I mean? Like, no, it's not that. It's different, bro. It's like it's better than having a physical father. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so intimate with God that it's like, bro, it changed my life, bro. Like the things I used to do, I don't do. You know what I'm saying? And there's still stuff that I struggle with today that I'm like, man, I'm trying to like, I'm really trying to overcome this. I'm really trying to get over, and that's what it comes with fighting my battles. You know what I mean? Like I am,
Straight up, bro.
Yeah.
Well, man, you got any last statements or shout outs that you want to make?
I just want to say I appreciate you for real, King Spencer.
Salute, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. You doing your thing. Man, I thank you for the opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to come here and be a part of this. What you're doing is big, bro. Like I said, you a star, bro, for real.
Salute, bro.
Yes, sir. Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you.
Any other shout outs that you want to make?
Shout outs? Nah, I can't think of a shout out, bro. I'm just thankful for like Soul Ray. I'm thankful for 2 Piece, like always trying to fit me in their schedules and stuff like that and get me on. That's who's produced my music as well. You know what I'm saying? Soul Ray. I got a dude in St. Louis. He goes by D-Ferg, and he's done a song as well. And I'm just excited, bro. I'm excited for what's to come. I got more songs that I want to drop, but ultimately I'm focusing on what I have, because not everybody's heard it, so it's still new. You know what I mean? And I don't want to get so carried away with like, oh, I gotta be in a rush. I gotta drop more songs. And it's like, no, I wanna really break this down. I want people to get this music before we go to the next, because it's only getting deeper. Like it's only getting better. Yeah.
Well, hey, bro, let them know where they can follow you.
Yeah. Follow me at Isaak the Giant. That's what I go by. I mean, you could just call me Isaac for real. But yeah, Isaak the Giant. Instagram. I'm on Spotify. That's where all my music's at too. Spotify, iTunes. Isaac is with a K. So yeah, you was thinking different. But Isaak with a K. So ISAAK and the Giant.
Straight up.
Google can help you out with that one.
Straight up. Hey, that's Isaak the Giant live on the red.
On the TV screen. This is wow, man.
Hey, man, we checking out.
Yeah.
Progression on me, progression on 3.
Shit on, here we go. Like this. 7 days a week.